Well, I reviewed that pseudo Bally song from Cold Steel. So it was spring-loaded. Do you remember that one?
That thing drives me crazy.
I thought it was a beautiful blade, but it was spring-loaded. It wasn't a real Bally. And I reviewed it and said it was kind of like a folding fixed blade.
Yeah.
I ended up giving it to a TMPer.
Can you...
which I do a lot these days. Join TMP Patreon.
Yeah, definitely do that. In the meantime, can you plug your ears for about 10 seconds and start humming?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So don't tell him this. I actually got one of those, and then I modified it into a normal Bally. As long as you tweak enough of that stuff and get the tension off, you can actually flip around. It works okay. I think he didn't give it away to someone. I think I took it from him, though, so...
Are you done?
Yeah, you're good.
What were you talking about?
Nothing.
Huh.
Just catching up.
Very suspicious, this kid. Very suspicious.
No.
Anyway, that knife is gone. And now we're doing another Bally song. Yeah.
Oh, we
Bally
had
song.
that Benchmade or whatever it was once upon a time. That was the last true Bally, and that was 2012, I want to say.
Probably, yeah. So that was a loaner. We reviewed it, pushed it on down the road. As we're filming this, there is a certain drama going on with BM. We'll see how it plays out.
BM, of course, meaning Benchmark.
Yes.
Wonderful brand.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, we're not too happy with the brand ourselves. We're not going to lie right now. And we'll leave it at that. There's 1,000 comments. So the interweb is all over it. You don't need us.
Yeah. We don't touch balisongs most of the time because they're kind of expensive for what you get.
True.
A simple freaking recipe for this, handle, most of the time it seems like those can be symmetrical. So you can't tell me those are two totally different parts. And then more symmetrical crap to stick on top, then a couple Torx bits.
Usually stainless steel frame, just like this one.
Whoop-de-doo. Yet somehow, every time they put it together, it comes out and they're like, yeah, that's cool, $300. What?
There's been some Chinese ones that have been super affordable.
Yeah.
And actually pretty high quality. I haven't really touched on them. Another reason I don't review them personally is because I'm not coordinated enough to use them. And I've really never been motivated to develop that skill set. We don't have room on the table, but TD has some skill with a Bally. He can actually flip it. If I can find some insert footage from like Ray or something, I'll throw it to you.
Yeah.
You
I'm
see what
definitely not
a real
great
Bally
with
user
them.
does.
I mean, I can actuate it, but I can't do any of the cool tricks or nothing.
And don't you have some legality issues in certain jurisdictions? They don't like Bally's.
Certain places won't let you.
It's like a holdover from the 1800s.
Yeah. It's really cheesy.
Kidding. I'm not kidding about the jurisdiction problems, but I'm saying where it came from. It's just kind of like the prejudice against so-called switchblade knives.
Yeah.
So when someone is really good with a Bally, it's impressive. And apparently it must frighten people.
And if you want to get good with them, you can actually look through like Amazon, and they have they're like $10, $15, and they're normally just
Trainers.
like this, and it'll be like a comb or something.
Yeah, it's a trainer.
Which is a good back scratcher if you sharpen the teeth on it.
Right. Now, like I said, there are some inexpensive Ballys out there. I think, though, for what you're getting on this one, this is Bradley, model number BCC903.
The Kimora!
So it's a spear point, carbon fiber scales, $150 at Blade HQ.
$119! It's on sale right now.
Shut
How cool is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
I got to expedite this review then.
Why do you think I'm excited about it?
Oh my goodness.
Dude, $119 and it comes in blue, like a kind of striated bluish type of
Literally,
thing.
I printed this page out and it was $150. Look. Right here. See? Proof positive.
That's cool.
And now it's $119. So that's a great deal.
Look at all them colors.
If you're in the mood for a Bally.
Blue. There's like a brown. That one's brown.
Ooh, the purple skull. I like
black.
that. I think I might see an OD.
Isn't that cool? Those are tempting.
Oh,
they
fun.
have some neck holsters or something. I don't know what that's for.
The weight on this is not super light. It is a stainless steel framed knife, so it's about 6 ounces. The good thing about Bally's, and I said this in the Cold Steel review, that that knife I referenced is gone. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That it's kind of a fixed blade in strength in some ways. I mean, yeah, you have pivot points here that can shear off. I don't think anyone's going to be batoning with this. But my point is, it's not going to have a lock failure on it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you run like a Voyager from Cold Steel, you don't have to worry about such a thing because it has a triad lock on it. But some other knives, you might. Like a frame lock, a standard frame lock, you can easily get these to collapse on you. under hard use. A Bally, less so. Little philosophy of use, though. Fighting knife, yeah, I guess. How about you? Would you?
No.
Collectible play knife?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Fidget-
EDC knife.
Fidget spinner for adults, yeah.
How about food preparation knife? I think it's
I actually
awesome.
think it's great for that.
The spear point grind is flat ground. It's bead blasted. And the steel on this is 154 cm, which I think is decent. I wished it was CPM 154. I love that one. But remember the price point. Someone was telling me that Bear Cutlery is putting these together.
Yeah.
For these guys. Is that
I
right?
think they are, yeah.
So Bradley's had various manufacturers. I mean, I just showed you a Bradley Alias. That was made by BM in the day, I think. And then they quit it. So Bear, I can't confirm that. Maybe they're making this now. But back to the blade shape. Really nice belly, flat ground, nice tip. It's super sharp. Great looking blade. What do you know? This is a first production run. That's kind of special.
Sweet.
We have basic hardware on the pivots, which I don't mind. So it's black on that side, polished on this side.
Perfect, because I have seen a couple out there that you can't really user adjust, and it sucks when you can't do that.
And also what happens is if you get really high-end hardware on any knife, like titanium, whatever, polished or rare materials, it's going to crank the price, bro.
Yeah, and you run the risk of them doing one of these numbers where...
Show them that one again.
Hi ho, you have specialized fasteners and you can't access nothing.
Now that is a Microtech Marfione custom.
Yeah.
Beautiful knife, very expensive knife actually.
Macora, I think?
Macora, right. And Microtech's always done that. And they're sending a message, don't get into this knife, which I think is a good message. The problem I have is on a manual folder, they're still using them. On the pivot point, on the clip, I don't like that.
I think that's where it started. Originally, it used to be for stuff like this that people couldn't take on and tackle on their own. And next thing you know, they're like, well, it's a pretty good deal.
And it became kind of a proprietary design element.
Let's start.
By the way, there are adapter heads, which we have, that you can easily adapt that. You can put them into your little mini driver and
having seen the inner workings of one of their things, like a scarab, when it's kind of taken apart, it's not a smart thing to do.
Leave it put together. Thank you.
Don't touch it. Don't think about it.
If you want simplicity, though, another transition, this Bally is pretty much it. I mean, you just have mini Torx keeping the G10 handles. I'm sorry, the CF carbon fiber handle scales on. It looks like you've pressed some chocolate in there.
Yeah,
he's been EDC in this.
I've been carrying it for
probably
2
a
weeks.
Snickers bar.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. There you go. So good looking in hand. I think it feels nice. It feels heavy to me. Way too heavy for me to EDC it. You're a puss, Nutton. I know. Here's your lockup right here.
And you can reverse that, I'm pretty sure. So if you like it the other way around.
Yeah, so you could swing it down and lock the other way if you wanted to.
If your sweet tricks necessitate it being on the other side so you don't lop your fingers off, you're good to go.
There's your standoffs polished. My overall feel on this Bally, not that I'm a Bally expert, I'm not, is high quality.
I cannot
Locks
believe...
up tight, carries in the pocket tight. Go ahead, what are you saying?
With the carbon it is 150, but if you get one of the other ones, it's it's just a matter of the scales being a different material, but it really doesn't feel like a $120 knife.
Roger that.
It feels like a lot better than that. Having window shop Bally's long enough to kind of get an idea of what the cheap ones feel like.
If you're detecting Tactical Doodle is a Bally song fan, you would be correct.
Dude,
he just likes them. Much more so than I do. Hence, that's why you don't see too many popping out in the show. But like he's saying, this one, for the quality you're getting, pretty awesome. And I bet a lot of you guys have a Bally skill. And like we're saying here for philosophy of use, dude, just play around with it.
Yeah.
Just play with it. Have a good time. Get good at it. I think, though, when it's out, that blade shape is styling.
I like it.
Styling. Let me see. Competitive options. Competitive options. How about this? A Microtech Matrix. Boom!
That is definitely a competitive option.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
A couple $100 more, nigh impossible to find, out of production, controversial.
The perfect storm for collectability. This thing goes up every year. So I have not officially reviewed it. Maybe I will someday. Say in comment if you want me to review the Microtech Matrix. Look, our freaking pocket clip is bent.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
It's always been that way. You even sent it to... We sent it to him, right? I thought
No,
Microtech had it
no, I
in hand
didn't.
for a while or something.
I can't remember. We have sent a couple back. There's a proprietary fastener thing going on.
Yeah.
I mean, why put those on?
No need.
Now I've got to get an adapter to pull this off
Yeah.
and get that clip squared away. This, again, was a takeoff on the Zero Tolerance 777 that never came out. But there's a couple things you don't do in life. You don't pee into the wind. You don't snipe and Carentan. And you don't sell your damn Microtech Matrix ever.
Never.
It's probably going to reach into the thousands for collectability because
Hopefully.
of its controversial story. Look at this knife. That's so cool.
When we got it, we had, I think,
Love
3
it.
people or so that they kind of knew it was around. And then once everything started brewing, I remember like a year after that, we started getting the offers. Mm-hmm. It was, hey,
I
man,
couldn't even put a price
you
on
still
this.
got
What it's
that?
worth
You want to
now.
buy it? You want to buy it? Hey.
Pure carbon fiber handle, superior construction, except apparently for the pocket clip. And we've never EDC'd this. And why am I putting that against a Bradley Balisong Spirit Point? Just because it's fun.
Yeah, it was handy.
It's handy.
And
Yeah.
honestly, we've sold all the other Bally's. Sorry.
Yeah, the one they're gone.
Yeah.
Did we ever have any legit ones though? I don't
You've
remember
never
any
liked
legit
them,
ones.
but the last one we had that was good was that Benchmade. It had green scales.
We didn't buy
It was
that though.
kinda-
I thought we loaned that.
No, we kept it. We sold it.
Really?
Yeah,
I
we
forgot
sold
that.
it in our, I think, our first garage sale or something like that.
Nutnfancy, you must be nice to not remember how many knives have passed through your hands. You got
too
that
many.
right, dude. It's a lot. But that's the nature of the channel. We review stuff here. That's one of our missions. Recommended.
Yeah, totally.
Recommended, especially on sale for $120 at BHQ. I'll try to break this video sooner in the stack. What I'm doing nowadays is I'm probably going to double post. So I'll post on the B channel, break it to Patreon guys. Then I'll re-upload it to the main channel later. But the digestion on the main channel is so slow I can't really post videos any faster there. I'm not going to. Patches at the web store, Nutnfancy, bigcartel.com. We are working on some new blood, TD.
Yeah. We got some stuff in the works, maybe, hopefully, possibly.
So if you were delayed in getting your order, it's because TD has been up here helping me test guns in the desert and doing these vids. So sorry for any delay.
Yeah.
He has sent out an auto message from the web store saying, hey, I'll be out. Is that correct?
Should be going, but with spam filters these days, you never know.
You never know.
Just as often, people end up asking, but if you're ordering from us, you're cool anyways, so
Thanks much,
I'll
dudes.
take care of you. Get out of here, Zuckus.
Bradley Butterfly Balisong over and out. Nutnfancy Project.